Tamsin from Sprite Yoga. Leave my details below so you can check out my website, Instagram, Facebook for current classes that I'm putting on via Zoom during this lockdown period. But today I've been asked to record something for the Healthy Lifestyles team for Brighton and Hove Council to keep people moving whilst working from home. So we're maybe spending time on less than ideal chairs, working at kitchen tables, that kind of thing. Maybe we're less active, maybe we're moving less because we're having a very different life at the moment. So the idea is just to get ourselves a bit freed up in the shoulders, the neck and the back, and try and keep ourselves a little bit healthy whilst we're working at home. So we're going to start just by putting the hands on the knees. I'm going to sit a little bit forward on the chair so that we're not slumping back. So, and the feet being flat on the floor, about hips distance apart. And just start to roll your shoulders. So bring the shoulders right up by the ears, roll them back and slide them back down. And then we're going to coordinate with the breath. So as you breathe in, the shoulders come up. As you breathe out, they roll back and down. We'll do two more. Breathe in, lift. Roll back and down. Try and slow the breath down. Lift. Draw the shoulders all the way up and bring the shoulders back down. So already feeling like we're getting a bit of awareness of how the body's feeling today. We're going to take our hands up overhead and take a nice long stretch. And then bring the hands back down towards the heart, meaning press your palms together here. And then take the arms nice and wide and reach at shoulder height. And then bring them back down. Now there's 4 actions. We're going to breathe in as we lift. We're going to breathe out as we bring our hands back down to the level of the heart. We're going to breathe in and expand wide. And then breathe out and then just drop the hands down either side of the chair legs. Do that 2 more times. Really concentrate on using your breath. And filling your lungs wherever that is right now. Just feel like you really expand the whole breath. Breathing in as you bring the arms to the side and breathing out. 1 more of those. Breathing in, reach a little higher than you have before. Breathing out, settle yourself down, press the palms so you feel that contact. Breathe in and lift nice and wide. And breathe out and bring the arms back down by your sides. I'm going to take what's called an eagle posture, where we wind the arms around each other. It helps to release the shoulders. So start with the arms wide, like these big eagle's wings, and then you're going to cross. If you mirror me, you can put your right arm across on top and try and get the elbows to cross. So not here, but really cross the arms. And then it might be that the back of the hands can touch. Or maybe you might be able to wind your hands around and find the palms. I'm going to hide behind my arms here. Lift the shoulders. Lift the elbows. And feel that the hands come away from the face here. And then try and drop the shoulders back down into the sockets. We're just going to turn the head from right to left. So you can't see me, so I'm hiding behind my hands. Just turn your head and your neck and try and keep your elbows raised and your hands away from your face as you do that. And then take your arms with you. So as you turn to the side, move the forearms. So you start to twist a little bit. Try and keep your base still so your pelvis doesn't move, but maybe your rib cage and your shoulder girdle moves from side to side. And the last thing we're going to do with this eagle arm to release our shoulders is draw some little circles. So 2 or 3 in one direction and 2 or 3 in the other. And then you might just drop your elbows down and drop your forehead so the weight of your head rests in your hands for a moment. Take a nice long breath there. Maybe close your eyes. This is a stress relieving moment too. And take the hands out, wiggle the fingers and bring them back down. We're going to do that on the other side. So whichever arm is on top. So for me this will be my right, but if you're mirroring, that'll be your left. Cross the arms over. Find that bind, and it might be that it's just the back of the hands or maybe the palms. So at first you might have the shoulders up a little bit as you lift the elbows, but then try and settle the shoulders down, broaden across your back. Turn the head from right to left. You may coordinate the breath here if it's not too much to think about. You can breathe in as you go in one direction and breathe out as you go in the other, and maybe change that around. And then take the arms with you. So as you turn the focus, the head, so the forearms travel from side to side, and take that twist. And then a couple of circles. So just nice, easy circling actions of the shoulder joint. One way and then the other. Keep that long, full breath. You must feel like you're breathing into the spaces you're making in your upper back underneath your shoulder blades. Take the arms nice and wide and bring them back down. And then a couple more circling actions. Circles are great for releasing stress or tension. So fingertips to your shoulders and then just wind back. So if you're doing backstroke arms, easy in the neck and the jaw, and just let your focus drift around, let your head and neck move in connection with that. So don't worry about where you should be looking, and then maybe coming forward. So feeling your way into as much movement as you can in your upper back and your shoulders. And then bring yourself back down. We're going to take our hands out wide, so I call this cactus. So the elbows have a 90-degree angle and the hands are wide, kind of wide fingers. Then you're going to bring your arms all the way across and see if you can find your own shoulder blades behind your back. You could actually knead into that with your fingertips, so sort of give yourself a little massage there. And then let the head drop again. And round down a little bit. Maybe allow your back to curve. And then sit back up and take that once more. Nice and wide and open through your shoulders. Wide through the palms. This time take the focus up and open the upper chest and the throat. Take a big inhale and then cross the arms over so the other one's on top. Find your fingertips onto the edges of your shoulder blades and have a little knead around to the top, to the sides, down that kind of knife edge of that bone in the scapula. And then drop your head down, release your neck. And come back to bring your palms back down onto your knees. So we're going to clasp the hands. Interlink the fingers. I'm going to turn sideways, you don't need to, but just so you can see the action of the back here. So we're going to curve the back. Again, keep their feet pressed into the floor. Take your arms out at arm's length, and then as you breathe out, you're going to round your back. So your tailbone, the base of your spine tucks under, and your head drops forward, and you're rounding into your back. And then as you breathe in, you can draw your hands back up to your sternum, to your chest. Breathe out and round your back. So we're trying to get some mobility throughout all the different vertebrae in the spine. So it's like a cat and a cow if we were doing a floor-based practice. So rounding the back as you breathe out, and then a slight feeling of arching the back as you breathe in. Rounding the back and dropping the head forward and tucking the tail, and then coming back and sitting up nice and tall. I'll spin myself back around to here. So we can take our legs wide. So yes, this is like a goddess pose. Feeling nice and grounded through your feet, pressing the feet down. Bring your hands to your knees. And then we're going to take circles. So how much of the body can move whilst you keep your legs fixed? So just ease your way into that. Wind yourself around. Feel the shifts of weight as you circle around. 3 or 4 in one way, one direction, and then 3 or 4 the other way. Keeping pressing the feet down, just opening a little bit into the hips here as well. Getting that spine moving. Great. And bring the feet back, planted on the floor. I'm going to sit myself right back into the chair now. So I'm really far back, seated and nice and square again through the feet and the legs, even way either side. And take a little side bending action. So I'm going to bring my hand to the back leg of the chair. If you've got a standard chair, you can slide your hand down the chair and support yourself in a little side bending action. So at the moment this hand's just staying on my thigh and I'm letting myself hang over. You can grip quite firmly onto that chair leg and support yourself there with that side bending action. You might want to bring your hand to the back of your head here, or you can take it all the way over and stretch. So you get a stretch into your armpit and your side ribs, and just hang here for a breath or two. One more long inhale. And exhale. And bring yourself up nice and easily, back all the way up. And we'll do that on the other side. So bring your hand to the chair leg and slide down. So truly sideways. Don't be tempted to go forwards here. So if you can really think about going into a sideways action. Anchor yourself down and try and keep both sides of the body rooted into the chair. So weight on both sides of your buttocks. Bring your hand to the back of your head. Lift the elbow up high and stay here maybe, or extend this arm over into a kind of hanging curve to open through the ribs. Take a nice long inhale and an exhale and come back up. So we've stretched out the side body a little bit there. And then bring yourself maybe a little bit forward again in the chair, this one. You're just going to think about the head now tipping to the side. So allow the head to tip over. And then take the opposite hand, so we're stretching the neck a little bit more sideways here. Take this hand down to the side diagonal, wiggle your fingers, and let the head hang to the side. And really imagine this shoulder has a weight on it, so it's not coming up with you. You're pushing this shoulder down and you're just keeping that length through the arm, and then try reaching back a little bit, back diagonal. And notice just the subtle changes, the subtle difference of position of that arm and how that will then feel different in the neck. In that stretch. You could maybe take this hand over the top just to guide the head, not pulling or forcing anything, but just to stretch that neck a little bit more here. And then use your fingertips and prop your head back up on top so you don't need to engage those muscles. And then that shoulder that you've just been stretching, just roll it up and down a bit, just ease out the neck. Breathe nice and fully. We'll do that on the other side. So this is now going to reach down to that diagonal whilst your head leans away, but don't let the shoulder come with you. Try and root that down so we get that stretch through the neck. And then reach back just a couple of centimetres and wiggle your fingers. Keep that alive, keep that reaching feeling. Nice long breath in and breath out. Take that hand over the top so you can find your ear on the other side and give it a little bit of a ease in that direction. And then use your fingertips and prop your head back in line. And then maybe just turn your head a little bit right and left, or scoop your chin down, so we don't want to get too fixed in the neck. It's about easing out. If you've been in one place for a while there, let's move it back around a bit. Okay, then we're going to think a little bit about the legs and how actually keeping the hamstrings long. So a bit of a stretch for the hamstrings is good for our lower back. So I'm going to sit forward on my chair. I'm going to stick my foot out in front of me. Hope you can still see that. So the heel is dug down into the floor. And you're going to have a straight leg out in front and the other leg is still bent. You put your hands on your knee. I might just move back slightly so I know that you can see my foot is on the floor. Get that heel out in front of you. Plant your hands onto your knee and then tilt yourself forward. So just find a place where you can keep your spine long and be drawing your body towards that long leg, that thigh. So we're not rounding, again I'm just going to turn sideways so you see that. We're not rounding our backs down here. We're going to try and stay long and tip forward underneath the fireplace for me as you tip. And try and keep the back of your knee lengthening and your toes reaching back towards you. Working from home, the joys of working from home with carpets and fireplaces and dogs and children. Bring yourself back up. We're going to do that on the other side. So take the other leg long now, plant that heel down, try and keep your leg nice and long and try hinging forward from your hips. And place the weight here so you're anchored down and stay for a few breaths, just stretching out the back of that leg. So this is like a forward fold, a seated forward fold We might do this sitting on the floor, but we can always do chair versions and access the same muscle groups. One more breath there, nice long inhale, and nice long exhale. And then draw yourself back up. We'll just do one thing to sort of open the hips. So you're going to keep one foot on the floor and the other one you're going to lift the ankle over the knee and let this knee sit out to the side. And then you're going to aim to get this shin as horizontal as we can. So it might not go completely horizontal, but you're just letting that knee fall down. Keep this ankle and foot flexed here and keep this other foot nice and solid. So first you might just hold onto your chair, sit up nice and tall, just let that hang, maybe rock it around a little bit. And then we're going to come forward again, like we did over the straight leg, hinging, keeping your spine long. So if you can hinge forward, again you can hold onto the chair. Or you can reach your hands out in front and kind of reach down like you're going fishing, down in front of your shin. Yeah, reaching those arms down a little bit more, and keeping that knee working away. One more breath here. Notice where you're feeling that, maybe around this area of the hip, into the lower back. And then come back up and lift that knee gently off the leg and pop it back down. We'll do that on the other side. So lift this one up, put your heel across, open the knee, jiggle around a bit if you need to, and try and get that knee to work down and to the side. And then maybe keeping your hands on the chair at first, see if you can just tilt forward a little bit. The shoulders have drifted forward compared to the hips. Good to have a solid chair. Hopefully nothing that we've done today is too challenging for the chair, not going to wobble over. And then bring your palms together and then sink maybe down a little bit. Sometimes your ankle feels a bit bony on that leg, you might want to adjust it to make sure that that feels comfortable. And feel that stretch around the back. The hip, it's actually the piriformis muscle as well, getting a stretch here. And one more breath. What about the breathing? Bring yourself back up and bring your hands back down onto the chair so you can shuffle yourself back and sit. And we'll do one little breath thing just to finish. So you can bring your hand to your heart and your hand to your belly. And think about breathing into both of these places. And maybe feel the bottom and then the top. So breathe into your belly. Then breathe a bit higher into your chest until you're right at the top of your breath. And hold for a pause. And then breathe all the air back out. So breathe into the belly. Breathe into the upper chest. Pause at the top. And then breathe out nice and slow and steady. One last round like that. Breathing into the belly. Breathing higher into the chest. Holding the breath at the top. And breathing slowly back out. And then hopefully feel a little bit more refreshed. You might just want to stand up and sit down a little bit and have a walk around wherever it is you're working. And then we can get back, whatever we're doing. Thank you. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, or my website, spriteyoga.com, and enjoy working from home.